another delay. We're extremely delayed, YouTube.
Damn good coffee and hot.
Wow. YouTube is like minutes behind.
My dog is your mind's best friend.
Wake up, America. You've got a dog that needs walking. That's right, sunshine. Just put on a big pot of strong coffee and get ready to type your little hate mail with your opinions about kumbaya and flat earth insanity. Stand-up comedy? You want stand-up comedy? Well, we've got sit-down comedy. It's time for Coffee with a Dog. You make me laugh.
I think with all due respect, I need to change that. We got sit-down comedy. Yeah, it's kind of inappropriate, even on board now. Well, we got sit-down. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see how he feels about it. I wasn't thinking 2 years ago when we did that. I wasn't thinking right now. I'm not a thinking. But, good morning anyway. That's right. Good morning, folks. It is Thursday, my second favorite weekday, I guess. Hope what's the date? April 4th. 2024. Hope you're having a great day wherever you are. I don't know what the weather is like where you are. Let's talk about the weather. They say April showers bring May flowers. That's what they say. I think it's more like April blowjobs bring May snow jobs. I don't know, but it was hell here last night. It's going to be hell for another 5 or 6 days of unbelievable unspring-like weather, and the sun hasn't shined. The sun hasn't come out in my lifetime. It's a long time, probably a week or so, and it's very fucking depressing. I have to say, I'm a very weather-reliant, sunshine-reliant kind of guy, and when it's gloomy, my negativity index goes up severely. Last night, it was as windy as I've ever seen it. The house did not blow away, but it sure felt like the house was blowing away. Jackie lost power in the middle of the night, was kind of texting back and forth with Jackie, and he lost power in the middle of the night up there in Bayville, Long Island. So I hope the weather is better where you are. I'm not sure that it is, though. But my brother, just down in North Carolina, was having almost 90 degrees, 87. Good for him. And I would take that in a heartbeat. Anyway, people in Florida, I think Becky said, send me some cold. Yeah, it's fucking cold, too. It's winter. It won't let go. How are the Mets supposed to lose baseball games in cold, rainy weather? It just doesn't make sense. Not much, really, that I want to comment on in the news today. It's just the same old shit, except that this Jack Smith, Aileen Cannon thing might be coming to a head finally. We'll see where this goes. If you don't follow this stuff, Aileen Cannon was a judge appointed by Trump. Trump is kind of promising her in a very subtle way that if she gets him off the hook for this classified documents case, that he'll appoint her to the Supreme Court. Now, Trump is also the kind of guy who will say to women that I won't come in your mouth and then blast a fucking load of hot jizz right down her throat. So there's that. But she is doing everything she can to get him off, if you know what I mean. Get him off. We'll see what happens with that. Jack Smith has finally had enough of it, though, and is basically challenging around that and trying to get it thrown off the case, or looks like he's going to try to get it thrown off the case. That's interesting. But in the end, we're all fucking doomed anyway. I have a bad back today. I get up, Thursday's our trash day, and I jumped out of bed to go make sure the trash guys who are battling a nor'easter had it easy for themselves. I jump out and I run out and bring the trash out and then snap my lower back out. So it's a good thing we have a health coach on who might be able to give me some, because I have a gig today, this early this afternoon, that I can't call in sick. You got to play with a bad back. So we'll see if we can find some kind of remedy to get me up and about, which is why it adds to my crankiness and my ugliness. Jake Cattell, who's supposed to be the first guest this morning, may not be here. He was having some weather issues. He was in Austin traveling last night and delayed because of travel weather issues. So he might not be here, which, you know what? I'll be honest with you. I'm not heartbroken. He'll be back. He'll be back next week or something. If he doesn't make it today, if he makes it today, fine. We'll talk to Jake some more about Rodney Dangerfield and Lenny Bruce or whatever he wants to talk about. I want to talk about Austin and 6th Street, and he's down there promoting his book in Austin. That's what I'm interested in. Other than that, I think we've talked Rodney Dangerfield and Lenny Bruce pretty much a overdone steak at this point. But last night I had another no-show. Now, here's the fucking thing. It's like I got no-show disease or something lately. The guest who was supposed to be on last night, a musician, writer, cancer patient advocate, Ray Hartgen. And I've been in communication with him for a while. You can come on. He's got a book out about the Pittsburgh Steelers of the 70s and Immaculate Reception. Franco Harris, a great catch that saved the Super Bowl for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Anyway, he was supposed to be on, and I was certain he would not be a no-show. He had written back to me out, and he had been previously a reschedule. So I was expecting him to be on. He wrote just the night before or 2 nights before that he was looking forward to the conversation. I got there and I was waiting for him. And I was getting a little upset. Like, you know what? These no-shows are getting to me. And then I wrote to him, like, where the hell are you? Did you forget? What's going on? And finally, about an hour after the show was supposed to air, he wrote to me and made me feel bad. I don't know if he guilted me on purpose, but made me really hate myself because he just had a bone marrow transport procedure during the day and was wiped out and too exhausted to even email me to tell me about, make me feel like a total piece of shit for being angry at the guy. What am I going to do? So that's my state of ugliness today. It's an ugly Thursday. And I don't have a gig with the band this weekend, which is really, everything is aggravating me. I'm just not a happy camper today. But you know what? I have a positivity coach here to help me get a grip on life and a better outlook. And that's Stephen.
Good morning, gentlemen.
And everybody get ready to point at their cup. You got a cup, you got to point at it.
That's right. Good morning, MindDogTV.com, the only place to get your Coffee with the Dog DIY sex toy removal kit.
Wow.
No more embarrassing trips to the ER. Save space and money. Only $19.95 and only at MindDogTV.com.
What the hell is that?
A sex toy removal kit.
Remover.
DIY sex toy removal kit.
Remover. So like if it gets stuck, like you get one stuck in one of your holes?
This man learns quick. Yes, you don't even need the instructions. You know exactly what to do with this.
So is this for solo play or is this for groups or all the above?
Once you pay $19.95, it's for whatever you want.
Only $19.95?
Only $19.95 on MindDogTV.com.
I don't know if the price seems that a little low because I've told you about this with all these scams, like the guys who want to give me a piece of software that will mine Bitcoin for free for $14.
You can mine Bitcoin with this also, depending on how far it's up there.
Well, that's what I mean. But the price seems a little low. I'm suspect. I think it should probably be $119.95 or something. I don't know.
According to research, people do not ask for their money back if it's below $20.
Well, if they got like coverage, they can go to the emergency room and just get it pulled out for free. Because this is a big thing in emergency rooms.
Well,
I'm not sure if you're aware.
Not for free in the emergency room.
But this, you don't have to go to.
You don't have to drive with something stuck in your ass. I get it.
With this, you can save face and time and money.
Save face, save ass.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know if you've ever hit a speed bump doing 35 with a dildo in your ass. It's not comfortable. So this is going to save me a world of hate.
Man of experience. Man of experience.
That wheelchair gets 35 miles an hour.
You know, I just got to say, this is a typical American bullshit. Like, we have this tool to take this out. Be a man and use your hand. Just get back there and grip and pull.
Oh, my God.
I think RFQ would have said it better, but okay.
This is the typical American bullshit.
Or maybe Alex Jones would be mad that I'm like tapping into his audience.
I can get the frog dicks out of my ass.
Tapping in is probably not the best expression to use there, but now you talk about pulling. Have you ever pulled a tooth by yourself? Because there are real men who you have.
Yeah. Yeah.
You fucking guys are real men. I need to get knocked out to go to the dentist. To go to a dentist, I need to be anesthetized.
I can't go to the dentist without being knocked out as well because I'm terrified of them. That's why I pulled my own tooth out.
Oh my God!
No way.
You're grizzly. You're a grizzly bear. You're a real man. You're a macho man. You're I don't know.
I will go under the blade time after time again before you get me into a dentist office, man. I'll go, but man, I need ice cream afterwards. I need cuddles. It's horrible.
There's nothing better than having some fingers in your mouth during the day than
I can think of several things more than that.
Then the hygienist says, "Hey, how are you doing? Let's have a conversation while my fingers are in your mouth."
I think, listen, I have assophobia anyway. Nothing is getting in my ass. Anyway, that's not ever going to happen. But if trying to put myself
candidate,
trying to put myself in that position, I don't think I would go to the doctor for that. I think I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago. I had a staph infection on my ass cheek. I didn't want to go to the doctor. My wife made me go to the doctor for that. And I was almost in tears just pulling my pants down in front of this guy. It's just like, I don't want anybody near my ass. So I can't imagine. I think I'd probably be a first customer for the Mind Dog. I didn't even know my name was on it. Can we get my picture on it, like my face on it, right as that touches the? I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this.
I really want to see the first person view of somebody walking into the room while GD's sitting there with his blow up doll, a roll of tape, a grabber, and a glove, and just someone walking in with him just.
Yeah.
Hi. I just feel like it'd be really funny to see.
Shout out to StreamYard. Let's have a shout out to StreamYard.
StreamYard. What up, boy?
They did a good thing here. When I was one of the first early adopters of StreamYard, and they recognize that. When I first signed up, you get 4 free seats, 4 free team member seats along with your account. But then they did away with that, and then you had to buy 5. But we were at I had Carl. Robert Taylor, I had GD and Willie, and then we were all used up. And so to add Ron and Steven, I was going to have to buy more. And I said, can I just buy one more? Because I just need one more. And they were kind enough to give me a workaround and one more seat. So Steven and Ron are now official team members and don't need to be sent a guest login. They can just pop in whenever they want. So that good for StreamYard for actually caring about their longtime customers. And not many companies would do that. A lot of companies would say, "Fuck you, no, pay extra. You got to buy 10 seats." That's their policy, basically. So they
And
overrode it.
I've always said that when I want to rub one out, I go to the StreamYard to do it.
Yeah, good
I
place to
was
do it.
always told to go out to the StreamYard, find the biggest motherfucker you can find, and just shank him.
There you
So
go.
thank you, StreamYard, for giving us that opportunity.
Right. And I didn't want to cut Carl off because that was the thing. Carl doesn't come in ever, but he's he's got seniority as far as the very first team member, and someday he will be back.
And he's also
unlike
the furthest
Willie,
away.
who will never be back, who's just like going from airport to airport. Now, yesterday, when Jackie said, "What happens if you win the congressional seat?" Willie said in the chat room, "He that means Willie goes to Washington." Their airport sucks. I have to tell you, you're not going to like their airport. I don't know if he's listening, but I mean, Dulles. Have you ever been to Dulles? Dulles is the worst airport in the country.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's the worst though. I think
Willie
National may be worser.
Which one?
National may be worser.
Really?
And I say that because National, it's such for the pilots to get in and out of National. They had a maneuver that they had this that you only make this maneuver at National because of all where the bridges are and everything. It's like you take off and take immediate dip to. Let me see if I remember how to do this. Yeah, but it's
I've never flown to Nashville. I've only driven there. I think I got this kind of thing. You should drive if you're going to Nashville. You should drive there, no matter where you are. I don't care if you're in Afghanistan. You should drive to Nashville.
The only reason why National Airport was not closed down was because it's convenient for Congress. That's it. The pilots hated flying out of there. Now, I don't know if they've moved anything or changed anything in the past 10, 15 years. I doubt it. But it was a terrible, terrible airport to fly out of.
You seem to have been read up on the whole Nashville airport thing. Were you planning on taking a trip with Willie or something?
No.
Oh, you're his travel agent.
I just assumed that being a congressional aide, it was part of my job to know these things for you.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want you to get there and then be like surprised all of a sudden. I was like, no, I was going to give you all this on day one.
I appreciate that. You're my top aide then. You just got a promotion. Thank you for looking out.
Willie's a bottom. There you go.
Yeah, Willie is definitely a bottom.
Detroit is not a great airport. I've been stuck in that airport. It sucks.
Yeah.
Detroit's not a great city. If you're stuck in
highest crime rate in the nation, Detroit, by the way. Highest crime rate in the nation. I did not know that until yesterday. It's because somebody was bitching about, the crime rate in blue cities versus red cities and all that stuff. So I did a little research into that. Detroit and then Nashville.
I was gonna say, is this per capita
Memphis,
or is this just outright numbers? Is this per capita or just okay?
It's Detroit and then Memphis, not Nashville. I'm sorry, Nashville. I didn't mean to insult you like that. Now the congressional thing. I'm still on the ballot, and I don't know how to get off the ballot. I don't know. I'm torn, because I have to admit, as soon as I decided to end my campaign, I had a little remorse there. I should have just done it anyway. See how many votes I can get. I'm not looking forward to going handing out flyers and knocking on doors and.
It's the worst. It's the worst experience ever. It really is.
I was saying, Matt, what you may not realize that since this is Congress, you may not be able to get yourself off. You may.
I could get myself off.
No, I'm just saying.
That sounds like a challenge. Wait a minute. I could get a turbo.
No, I'm thinking that because this is the congressional thing, you may have to have someone get you off for you.
At Tracy's Dog, they will help me get myself off.
Eventually.
But not off of the ballot.
This conversation seems like it's evolving to Matt just finally asking GD outright, "Can I borrow that grabber?" Just ask him for it, Matt. It's okay. We won't judge you.
Don't beat around the bush, man. Just go ahead and ask him. It's okay.
No, that's how I get myself off, by beating around the bush.
Oh, no, see, that's one of those older people things, because Bush ain't popular with my generation.
Have you ever seen Bush?
Oh yeah.
That's strange.
Pictures.
I've done my share of cougar hunting.
I thought Bush was like a dinosaur or something and like extinct for
It's
years.
making a comeback apparently.
Archival
It is.
footage. Archival
is.
footage.
So just a survey among the three guys here. Should I campaign at all, or should I just like see if I have like, because if I don't campaign at all, then I can count the votes in single digits, and I know the people who I know in that district, and if I'll know if my friends voted for me or not.
I
I
mean,
think if
it's
Jackie
almost free
Martin-
pop. It's almost
Oh.
free publicity, man.
You would hope. That's kind of why I did it. I mean, it wasn't much really a publicity stunt, to be honest with you. I do have a couple of issues that I really care about, and the number one is dirty money in politics, and I would love to highlight that. But I didn't really think I had a chance to win. I mean, basically, it was so people would talk about it and then know about. Yeah, he's got a stupid podcast. Let's check him out. I don't want. By the way, I got to stop calling this a podcast. I don't like. I said last week that because John Palmeramo was referred to by the Times, whatever, in New Jersey, Mills River Times or whatever the hell it was, as a podcaster, and I was like, I don't, please don't ever refer to me as a podcaster. I would call me a sex offender or child rapist before calling me a podcaster.
I just want to mention. I just want to mention one thing, because today is April 4th. I would be removed from. I would be remiss if I did not mention that today is National Hug a Newsperson Day, World Drummers Day, National Alcohol Screening Day,
missing one,
National Burrito Day, National School Librarian Day, and I think the anniversary of when James Earl Jones shot Martin Luther King.
Yeah, it's James Earl Jones Day. James Earl Jones. It's known in the South as James Earl Jones Day.
Right.
His family has gone to King's family, not Jones. Has gone to Memphis for some kind of political cause today or something like that, right?
The whole family, I think, but except for the dead members, like Coretta's now.
Martin Luther King's family makes a rare visit to Memphis, puts focus on political violence. Pride in the Name of Love. Everybody sing it. Go ahead. I'll wait here.
I'll let me get my guitar.
All right.
I think I know that part.
Skip that part.
GD can't get up. He's got something in his ass. That's why he's sitting like that.
Yeah.
I do, but it's only because I don't wipe well.
Oh, please. I have issues with anything shitty ass-wise. I'm already off to an assy start today. My lower back hurts. Besides, and all that.
I'll see if your lower back hurts. You can't be a power bottom then.
Yeah, and when I said that 1% of your audience went yum, just
yum. I don't know 1%. I think one guy. One guy in
same number. Is that the same number?
Ow! Oh boy, this show is really off to a great start. Now we have a female bodybuilder later on in the show, but I'm looking over her website, and basically all her health stuff is for women.
Yeah.
Also, GD's in for a lot of advice. Then,
I think that we have 3 women listening to this show right now. Like, you can't tell with the radio numbers. I see the bulk numbers on the radio side, but I don't know how. But I'm assuming that 97% of them are male. So that would mean we have about 12 women. If it was 97%, we'd have about 12 women listening. And they're all in shape already.
Hey, Matt, this is RFK Jr., or you can call me RFJK. I'm so happy to have a bodybuilder on air today.
Now, do you guys necessarily, because this is I think it's a legitimate question. In shape versus tight muscles and all that stuff. I don't think bodybuilding, sculpted body, and especially where you can see every muscle in the body. I'm not sure that means you're in shape. That just means you have not a lot of fat and you have good muscle build. But that doesn't mean. I mean, what does in shape really mean? To me, it means you're in good health, right, or not, or I don't know. What's your take on it?
I there was I used to work with this woman years ago at a
At
retail
a
store.
company that rhymes with woman.
No, this is a
Oh.
company that rhymes with Woody's. This is the company that rhymes with Woody's.
Oh.
They're no longer around, so I can actually probably say their actual name. But Woody's, this woman's husband thought I was fooling around with his wife, and he was a weightlifter, bodybuilder. And so he came up behind me and tried to choke me out, but his biceps were so big he couldn't get them under my chin to choke me. And he's like holding me and like squeezing, and I'm laughing. And I'm like, I'm totally laughing at him. And he goes, "What's wrong with you? Why are you laughing?" And I said, "Because your arm's too big to choke me."
Yeah. That should have been a Broadway play. Your arm's too big
we
to.
became friends after that. We became friends after that.
So you became friends with the guy that tried to choke you out?
Yeah, because I wasn't sleeping with his wife.
Sounds like the start of a really bad porno.
Yeah.
Like a gay porno.
There was a Broadway play called "Your Arm's Too Short to Box with God." There's got to be something like the sequel to that is "Your Arm's Too Fat to Choke Black Dude Out."
Arms too short to box with God. Yeah, arms too fat to choke me out. Yeah. So I just laughed. I couldn't. It was just so funny to me that he thought he could choke me out with those arms. It's just huge biceps.
But like there have been guys and women too who have been like that, all cut up. You can see every muscle in their body, and they drop dead at 30. So that doesn't necessarily mean what kind of shape you're in. You're in dead shape.
A lot of bodybuilders are like real close to death, but every time they go on stage,
yeah,
you think about it, they dehydrate, they take a bunch of whatever, and they go on stage all veiny and gross, and then they get off stage and they need an emergency room visit. Right. That ain't healthy to me.
I was never a bodybuilder. I was a stripper, so I was a dancer.
You were a body what did it
contortionist?
Yeah, my body was a
demolition, a body demolition company.
Yeah, my body was a lethal weapon, but not that kind. And so but I had to be like cut, but not like those guys. You know what I'm saying? So I was in shape because I had to dance, for money. Those guys just have to like pose for like 30 seconds and hold their breath and get shiny.
Well, I was going to be a stripper myself, but unfortunately, all these strip clubs are not handicap accessible. So I've been going around and bitching about it, actually. And so far, there's no ramps onto the stages yet, but I will pole dance at some point.
See,
what is your go-to move? I mean, what is your go-to move? We all had one.
He's got that Trump dance step.
The jerking off two guys at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And then there's a follow-up move called "Am I skiing or am I in a gay porn?" But that's more of an improv act. So,
you guys, I love you guys, but you're not thinking in terms of how do we monetize this, because that could really go viral. Like a guy in a wheelchair, I'm seriously bugging the shit out of strip clubs for opportunities like this, and we could get on the news. This could, it could be a national story and.
I just see me going down a pole with my legs flailing around as I spin around real quick, like a marionette strapped to a ceiling fan.
I could see TMZ, getting out in front of the club, a big, conglomerate of people out there.
Willie, you're close. It's actually the moonwalk, but that's a close second. So,
yeah. Well, Willie's in the chat room.
Biden is coming to Baltimore on Friday. If I have my press credentials, I could probably talk to him.
Yeah. Wait, now Willie's in the chat room. What is the deal with you? Are you ever coming on the show again, or are you're just retired? You're living off your pension. Is that
stage fright?
Huh?
He has stage fright now. He's afraid.
He may have been promoted to ambassadors of airports, so he might have to travel to airport to airport.
Well, this is a free show people can listen to while they're waiting for their planes. So
actually, he's being demoted. If he ever comes back to the show, he's our chief airport correspondent, which is a demotion. from whatever he was. Our
Travel
chief one
travel
ball.
agent, non-travel agent.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, and how hard is it to get a cord for your laptop? How hard is it? I think honestly, if and I would never lose a cord to a vital piece of equipment that I had, but if I did, I promise you, I would have a replacement by the end of the day.
Oh,
Just
stop bragging about not losing things, Matt. Come on.
I lose things, just not things that are like for vital equipment that I need to do my shows with.
Like his bush.
Right. Oh, you know what? I should not say that. I left 2 guitars at a gig one time.
Were you stoned?
No, it was too many people fucking helping me. The problem is,
I hate that.
yeah, let me pack up, and I'm packing up my van. I think I got it all, and then yeah, we got it all. Oh yeah, we got it all, and then I drive away, and I get home like a 2-hour drive from the gig. Oh, my guitars aren't here. Oh fuck, I got to go back. Now I went back to the beach club where it was and recovered one of them. It was on the somebody got caught. Somebody took both of them, was running away, and the security guard yelled at him, and he dropped one and kept running with the other. So there's one, and thing's got it's an old beat up Strat. If anybody ever sees it, it's got a custom strap that says Mind Dog embroidered Mind Dog strap on it. If you ever see that guitar, it's a 64 Strat, but it was, it was beat up anyway. But yeah, so I did lose vital equipment, so shame on me for even saying
what kind of guitar did Jackie have? Was that a 64 Strat?
60. Yeah, it is a 64 Strat. Yeah.
I would ask.
No, it's not. It's not the same. This had a tremolo on it, and this thing was extremely beaten up. Anyway, it was.
Said.
That's exactly how Jackie described his. Was pretty beaten up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said it's been dropped too. It looked like.
Oh yeah, mine had been dropped, neck crack. I mean, it was in a case for a reason. I mean, it was my extreme backup. If everything else went wrong, I would go to that guitar. At one point, it was my gamer, but I beat the fuck out of it.
I'm just saying, I would ask Jackie before he sells it for $25,000 because he may owe you like a small.
I promise this guitar would have never made it for for $25,000. It wouldn't be $2,500. It wouldn't be. Probably wouldn't even be 500. It's just a piece of shit guitar. It was beat up.
I'm just saying, look, I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to help a brother out, and you just refusing to be helped. So like they say in Airplane, chump don't want no help, chump don't get no help.
Willie said, you said don't come on by phone. I did not say that. I said every time you come on by phone, your audio doesn't work unless you can figure out how to come on without on your phone. You're welcome to come on phone, but
yeah, no deep throating on your phone.
It's not my fault your equipment doesn't work, and
that's what his wife said.
Right,
exactly. And now he's going to come on the air regardless. He says, I'm going to defend that. First of all, I want GD to know he knows nothing about comedy. Second of all, I'm a man. My equipment always works. I got 7 women pregnant with 1/2 of a penis or half a nut or whatever.
Now hold this air pump.
I got 3 kids with 4 baby mamas.
Yeah. Let me go back to where I started, very beginning of the show here. I noticed that in the intro that we have we have sit down comedy. Steven, is that okay with you, or does that hit a nerve?
My lawyers were advising me to take action, but since you've added me to the show, now it just makes sense and probably an obligation to keep it. So
all right, good. Yeah. I'm glad you feel that way, because I was like, I listening to it this morning. I was like, wow, I never realized that.
It was prophecy. It was prophecy.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I just think because we don't ever really have any stand-up comedy on this show. We have stand-up comedians, but they're almost always sitting down. I've never seen anybody standing up.
Actually, that's not true. Ron stands up at least once every episode.
Oh yeah, he stands up, but he doesn't.
But at this point, I think he's just doing it to rub it in my face. And honestly, I'm a little pissed off about it. But it's like,
showing off.
Yeah. Show up, he stands up and walks around. I'm just like, all right, Rod. Okay.
Damn it, you caught me.
I forget what Jeselnik said. He's got one joke that he said that was really, really like fucking dark as hell. And he said, "I'm not trying that joke. I'm fucking showing off." Yeah. Now, weather-wise, are you guys having this shitty weather, or is it just me? It's just the Northeast.
I
Lots
went.
of rain.
Yeah, it's gross. I went to a mic last night and it was just pouring rain. Disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had
Gross.
a lot of rain, but it's nice and sunny now the next few days. So
Oh, Pennsylvania has sun.
It's
Oh,
37
good to
degrees
know.
here right now and cloudy and raining
I
still.
don't know what the
So
temperature is, but it's fucking still raining. It's still windy. Not as windy as it was, but Jackie lost power at 38. That's not fucking April weather. 38 degrees.
no, but in March it was 70. So I guess they just swapped spots. I guess.
Yeah. My friend sent me a picture from a boat yesterday. He was out on his boat and he asked me if I want to come out. I was like, "Are you fucking crazy? There's a fucking nor'easter out there. It's like 50-mile-an-hour winds, pouring rain, and you're asking me if I want to come out on the boat."
No, boat people, and I don't mean that in the Vietnamese way.
I know where you're
mean that
going.
real way,
Whoa.
the traditional way, but boat people are the second most obnoxious people after joggers. Joggers will jog in like almost any kind of weather, and boat people will boat in almost any kind of weather.
See if Chevaux is in the chat room with that one, because the Rockin' 45s have a group of followers. We call them the boat people. They have a sign that they made up. The boat people love the Rockin' 45s, and they come up on stage and we have to play "I Was on a Boat That Day" and boat songs. But we call them the boat people. So if they heard that, that was GD saying that, not me.
Oh, no, but I was
Let's make that very clear that was GD saying that.
I'm just saying it. Look, it's true. Okay.
Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. Where are we? Here we
Did you
go.
B-clip it? Your B and
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the host or guest and should not be interpreted as statement of fact. Or guess, not and guess, and that kind of stuff. So opinions belong to the individual saying them and not everybody on the show. Like basically, if I, said ass eating is good, that doesn't mean everybody agrees that ass eating is good. And I don't agree with the fact that ass eating is good. I'm just saying. So yeah, that's
So
that.
couldn't you have used a better example, like something that you actually believed in?
I had my mind is a little slow. I have a bad back. There's a rock in my shoe. The sun was in my eyes. I ran out of gas. I'm making excuses.
I was gonna say, or okay, better.
Or in the emergency room.
No explanation, because
Oh, yeah.
or is it that you just don't believe in anything?
I had bone marrow pulled out of my penis.
Okay. Now, and you could, because you actually had the drilling thing done.
Right. Thank you for reminding everybody.
I look because people used to say to me, because I got circumcised at 50, that was like a bold move.
That's
But
insane.
I'm sorry, but what you went through is much worse.
No.
Have you watched Super Sex on Netflix?
No.
Mm-mm.
It's about Rocco Siffredi, the Italian porn star, and it's about his life. And there's a nice circumcision scene in that movie.
I never heard of this Italian porn star. You know what? I'm kind of surprised that. I don't know. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Italian porn stars. I just never thought about it. I thought all porn stars were in Hollywood or Florida. I think that's where you have to be to do porn in Southern California or somewhere in Florida. No,
And your local trailer park probably.
Here,
now with OnlyFans.
I can put in the private chat. I'll put a link to one.
I don't want to fuck up my browser history with fucking Italian porn stars.
This is Stop Being Pervs. This is from what is it?
Oh, it's
from?
Netflix. It's not
a reel.
porn.
No, it's a reel. It is a reel.
And what happened to him? He was circumcised, or he was short on bacon and just thought
he was uncircumcised. Then when he got older, and he decided, because the death of his mom made him get a circumcision. It's a whole thing.
You hurt my brain with that.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm sorry. The last thing I would think of would be my mom.
My mother died, so I got to get the skin cut off my dick.
It's
This is
a
for you,
long
Mom.
and painful.
This is for you.
Hey, different strokes for different folks, man.
No, do you guys? Because I've seen one or two uncircumcised dicks. You guys all cut?
One or two. You're not sure. You're not sure if it's the same one twice or two different ones.
No, I mean, porn stuff. But so it could be the same one twice. But the point, they're fucking frightening to me.
PD's like, I never forget a dick. Never.
They look like aliens. They look like, I don't know. I could not. I don't know how guys live like that. Like
there's no way that
like the turtle thing where it goes in and hides somewhere. I don't know.
It
freaks me out.
It's very versatile. It's very versatile. You can draw pictures on it. You can make it talk.
I feel like
so you lived for 50 years with like an extra skin. How much extra skin? Like, could you pull it up front and tie it in a knot?
Well, I feel like foreskins is nature's reaction to us not having pockets. Like if you just need to carry something that you don't have an extra pocket, you just be like thump, right there, and ready to go.
Wow, that's a long link, Ron. What the fuck? Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
That's not going to give you any viruses.
But seriously, how much? Because I've never touched one. Obviously, I'm actually.
But that long has to have a virus.
How much extra skin is there? Is there enough to make a sock?
How big a sock?
I think it all depends on the cock.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure the bigger pockets are probably closer to the equator, and then the smaller pockets are a little farther north.
I don't know. I just don't know. Let's move on to another subject. Ron, how's your addiction coming? Are you dealing with it okay?
Yeah, I'm dealing with it okay. I made another one yesterday or two.
You're not dealing with it okay. You're caving into it.
Well,
the beast is winning. The beast is winning.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday in the chat, I think it might have been Kelly that mentioned something about a lemonade stand glory hole. So that
I think that was me.
Yeah, it may have been you. I couldn't, but it gave me inspiration to make an ad for a lemonade stand.
Oh, excellent! Is it ready or are you not ready?
Yeah, I can. I have it right here.
Of course you do. You're an addict. You're trying to get everybody else hooked. You're like, hey, look, just sample this a little bit. Just sample this. You're okay. Just sample it. This is good stuff. This is really good stuff.
What is Kelly saying? Pictures can do that. Pictures can do what? The circumcised stuff? Is that what she's talking about? I don't
know. Maybe motorboating.
Maybe inspire.
Sorry, I saw the picture this morning. I've been fantasizing. What the hell are we talking about here in this? Oh, motorboating.
Every single time I tell someone I'm a baker, they go, "Oh, what's your favorite?"
So black.
Oh, hey. You can't say that.
Yeah,
Matt.
this damn thing. Fucking.
Oh, this is the Black Tornado. It's a black exploitation film.
Every time I tell someone.
That doesn't look.
What's up, everybody? My name is Beth the.
What the?
There
Your addiction is getting really bad. Ron, we're going to have to do some kind of intervention.
It's hot and sticky today. If you've been searching for some relief, look no further than the Glory Lemonade Stand. Our talented staff and local degenerates are there to swallow up your thirst. The first thing you will notice at Glory Lemonade are the holes where you put your order in. Choose from our menu. Basic lemonade, just enough to cool you down, but not a finishing act. The Palmer, 50% lemonade, 50% in a dark, tight place. Lemonade twist, all the lemonade you put down a throat. Don't believe us? Look what our customers say. I was so thirsty. I saw Glory Lemonade and knew they could finish the job. Don't be left thirsty. Stick it in the lemonade receiving area and get unloaded for it's hot and sticky today.
What service is that? Because I like that voice. That's an urban voice. I love that voice. I want that voice.
That's
video. You can have it for $19.95.
Yeah, that's Video GPT, and that's the voice of Franklin from Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, I got to get that. It's time for me to play a commercial here for InVideo, but I almost feel like InVideo, I got to put in a product recommendation for them to get voices like that one. That's a good voice.
I have a question for you, Matt.
Go ahead.
I'm not sorry, Matt. I meant Ron. I get the two of you mixed up now.
Well, he's the one with the beard.
Now that he's a team member, I get the two of you mixed up now.
Ron,
yeah,
let's do this.
How did you know about Franklin's voice? Are you a what's it called? What's the game thing? What's that?
GTA.
GTA.
Yeah.
Are you like an aficionado where you know all the voices, or were you just going through looking for voices and you said I like that, and then found out it was Franklin?
No, I was looking through the voices, and he's under the video game characters, and I thought it'd be perfect for this one.
Very good. Yeah,
I love his voice is so good though.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to sign up for that service today. Anyway,
Hey,
let's talk about.
That's how junkies work. They get you hooked.
If you could do a video with Trevor's voice from GTA, that would just make my life.
See, that's what I'm talking about, Ron. See, he's like an aficionado. He's like knows all the characters and their voices. I was just wondering if you're like a game player and you knew the voices, like, oh, Franklin would be perfect for this. No,
a gamer. Oh yeah.
Well, GTA is Grand Theft Auto, right?
Yeah. Grand Theft Auto.
I've never played a single video game since like the early days
Mario.
of Mario Brothers, the first Nintendo stuff, and I think that was where I gave up. Because I was humiliating myself even then. Bad video game. Anyway,
I was a streamer before I came here. I used to stream video games during the day. I had to boredom.
My biggest issue with this video GPT is that sometimes when you create something and it generates, sometimes it won't generate the end of the video, or it'll like cut it off too early.
Cocksuckers.
Yeah, because I have
bitches.
Like I have this other video yesterday I made about a prequel about Pinocchio, and like it kept cutting off the end.
My lower back is really hurting.
You may need to let them know about that, because that definitely sounds like a not a feature but a flaw.
Yeah.
InVideo is the company that I've been using to do my AI stuff. Listen, it has grown my YouTube channel significantly. The Jimi Hendrix reel that I asked it to do yesterday isn't doing well. Eric Clapton did really good. Stevie Ray Vaughan did much better even than Eric Clapton. Then I was like, I'm on a roll here. I did Jimi Hendrix, nothing. I don't know.
You think it's because of the way he died?
I think it's because he's black.
I was just about to say it's probably because he's black. You were on a roll with the white musicians.
Yeah, I gotta go back. I'm gonna go. Jeff Beck, I'll do today, and then
you need to go.
Another white guy. Good.
You should have went like Black Light and started with like Michael Jackson.
Or I could have just I put a disclaimer. Yes, he's black, but white people love Jimi Hendrix even more than black people did, and then maybe they would.
Did what's his face? God damn it! Tommy Chong tell you about the time he played with Jimi Hendrix?
Yeah, like 8 or 9 times.
Oh, okay. Did that at the club and he played bass for them?
Yeah. Sitting on the you know what? He's like Jackie. And he forgets that he told me that story, and then like Jackie yesterday was telling me about getting hooked up with Brendan Walsh. I'm the guy who hooked him up with Brendan Walsh.
Yeah.
It happens when you get old. Anyway, InVideo, let me get this ad out of the way because it's an ad for InVideo.
Hey there, fellow content creators. Are you tired of seeing your YouTube channel growth at a snail's pace? Well, I've got some good news for you. InVideo is here to supercharge your channel growth. With InVideo, you can create eye-catching and engaging videos in a flash. Say goodbye to spending hours editing and perfecting your content. InVideo's user-friendly interface makes it a breeze to create professional-looking videos in no time. But that's not all. InVideo offers a treasure trove of customizable templates, so you can easily tailor your videos to your unique style and brand. Stand out from the crowd and leave a lasting impression on your viewers. And the best part, InVideo is not just a video editing tool, it's a one-stop shop for all your YouTube needs. From creating thumbnails to adding subtitles, InVideo has got you covered every step of the way. So what are you waiting for? Give your YouTube channel the boost it deserves with InVideo. Join the ranks of successful content creators who have used InVideo to skyrocket their channel growth. Trust me, you won't regret it.
I'm saying, trust me, you won't regret it. You can get out of my way now, blessed frame. That took about 2 minutes to render and do it. That InVideo created that whole thing. You can sign up for free. The link is in the description, and we appreciate it if you try it out. Let them know that you watch this show, because by clicking the link in the description, they will know that you got it from this show, and hopefully you'll like it. And I guarantee you, if you're using it for social media growth, you will see some growth and your numbers will increase. So that's my big testimonial there. Anyway,
and I can use it again in 3 more days.
Wow, that's pretty quick, because you just ran out. Just it's about weekly? Oh, I thought it was monthly.
Like a couple of days ago, it told me I had 5 more days I had to wait before I could curate, because you're allowed to do like 10 minutes a week.
Oh, I got to put in the coupons too. There are coupon codes that we have where you can get 50 extra minutes with your first month sign up, and then 35% off a yearly or 25% off monthly if you decide to go with the paid stuff. But maybe I shouldn't put this out there and endorse it like this, but you can actually use the free version. If you're happy with watermarks and you're okay with watermarks, you can use the free version forever. But you do have a limited number of credits like Ron has, so he's got to wait a couple of days for it to refresh, but still using
Not good for an addict. Not good for an addict. If you're an addict, you're going to have to get the paid or join multiple free ones and stagger them.
Yeah. Well, next time I know I got to be tighter on the scripts and things like that, because I have one video in video that I haven't posted yet about simulations and how pool tables are actually the portals to the simulation that we're living in.
The word portal just triggered me in a good way.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you guys are getting what I'm getting from social media, but I'm seeing a worldwide panic over becoming solar eclipse on Monday. Are you guys seeing any of this stuff?
Yes, it's crazy how
asinine how many people are latching on to this.
It's opening a portal to another dimension. It's opening a portal to a parallel universe. Are these
the same people that mocked the Chinese? They used to think that dragons were swallowing up the sun and then regurgitating it.
Portals are bringing in all the gay reptilians.
1,500 years ago.
I don't know. I never heard that one before, to be honest with you. Dragons were gobbling up the sun and regurgitating.
Pretty much that was the Chinese lore back like 1,500 years ago. Probably before they invented the noodle. That's when they were thinking that solar eclipses were caused by dragons that swallowed the sun and then regurgitated because it was too hot.
Well, then it makes sense that everyone's panicking, since flat Earth is an argument again. So I guess that makes sense.
I'm just saying that it's just I remember being a child and hearing about different myths, and people in class, these are like 3rd graders and 2nd graders saying things like, "That's stupid. Who would believe that?" And then you come fast forward to 2024, and some of those same 2nd graders that was like going, "The sun is going to go." No.
I think I would probably assume that half of those people are flat earthers as well. I mean, it seems to kind of all those.
And they're still eating round pizza.
Yeah. You guys know Josh Johnson, the comedian? I've seen him at the stand. He's very good. But I'm just because he's on now on Twitter. This She Diddy is trending, and I'm just looking at Josh Johnson, and says She Diddy settles lawsuit. Now, Josh Johnson, he's a black man who is kind of fit, but he's pretty. He's pretty in a way that when I first saw him, I was like, I wasn't sure, is this a guy or a guy? You know, I was Lola. It's a mixed up, and the lyrics to Lola, whatever. Anyway, it looks like but he's got a really masculine voice. He's got a fit man body, but he's got a pretty face. He looks, I'm not sure.
I need to calm down over there, man. You're on video, don't forget.
Yeah, I know. But I just like
It might
because
be
I'm
that
wondering
grabber.
this
Yep, there it is.
she Diddy thing that's trending, and he comes up, and I'm like, is he she Diddy? Is she he Diddy?
Oh,
Is Pee Wee Diddy? Do I Diddy dum Diddy do? If you know what I mean.
is what happened.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he did. Not he. Yeah.
Oh no, so
Did
it's
he?
not all
Yes.
about him. The she did because there are other guys talking about she Diddy now. Oh, you guys hip to the she Diddy thing? Bet you know anything about it?
That's the first I've heard of it.
No.
It made me
No.
giggle though. That's funny.
The album's probably gonna be fire though.
He's gonna be spitting fire
Island.
and
Fire
swallowing
Island.
it. Huh?
No.
Huh?
Mm,
Okay, sorry,
mm.
that was lame. That's all I had. I'm
You're
kind of
implying
grossed out
that-
by the whole thing, honestly. But
You're implying there's a burning sensation.
I would imagine so.
Okay.
Well, they'll
He
be
was a
singing
bad boy
every
for
breath
life.
you take.
Well, is that like a homoerotic thing for me to say this guy's too pretty to be a man?
No, well, I mean, it's kind of gay. I wouldn't say it's homoerotic. It's kind of gay, but it's okay.
It's 2024. You can't
Yeah.
kink shame Matt. If he's into that, let it be.
Not at all. I've seen guys where I'm just like, that's a pretty dude. So I'm
think
in your boat.
I think you got a pretty mouth, Steven.
Oh, I know.
Oh.
It's these DSLs.
No, that
I know
used
what
to
I'm
be-
working with.
That used to be a indication that you were going to get raped by somebody, mouth raped. By
I'm at that
somebody.
height. I'm at cock level to everybody. So
I
It
can't
happens.
just share this that quick, but he's anyway. I don't know what the stuff about she that he is, but we were on the portal. The but you know why this one is different, and it's opening up a portal to a new dimension because it's going over Salem, Massachusetts, or something. The path of it's a satanic solar eclipse or something.
It sounds awfully Jewish to me because it's like related because it's near Passover and it's passing over.
Passover,
And
right?
it's like why is this solar eclipse so much different than all the others?
well, Revelation is trending also. So
What?
it's definitely I've lived through so many end of the worlds already, and I'm only 33 years old. I'm getting tired of it. It either needs to happen or stop.
I would like it to happen.
At
but
this point,
I'm not a young man. I don't have like plenty of time. Like
I
you
don't
do.
know. I'd almost rather that than my kids have to grow up and deal with the world they're gonna have to deal with. That's scary to think about enough.
Then fix it. Stop being a lazy little bastard and fix it.
Listen, I ran for public office. I failed. Okay, I tried to
fail
walk.
upwards.
I
Fail
failed.
upwards.
I did. I
Yeah.
do comedy now. I'm at least a funny failure.
What about
Ish.
Wayne? What about Wayne Brady, Rappler? I'm lost here. It's hard to keep up with what the comments in the
I
chat
think
room
he's
are
talking
about.
about black voices and game. I think Wayne.
Oh
Brady,
wow,
I
I'm
guess.
that far behind on this stuff. Okay,
I guess because he's just for the win. I guess because that's the closest thing I can think of. We was looking for black voices.
I've never seen so much panic or like so much preparation for a solar eclipse. I mean, they're letting schools out early. They're like diverting flights and all sorts of shit.
when I went to pick up my wife at the airport last Wednesday, there were the road signs on the Long Island Expressway were solar eclipse coming April 8th. Make sure you take mass transit, and I'm like, mass transit's going to be safer if you're on an electric train during a solar eclipse, I think you're probably worse off than if you're driving on the road and it gets a little dark and you could just put on your headlights. I don't know. I've never heard that during a solar eclipse, especially 2 weeks in advance. Plan on taking mass transit. Like, how is that going to make you any safer? Now you're locked in with a bunch of creepy New Yorkers in a train or a bus or something.
Or maybe it's
panicking.
Maybe it's that section of like Trump people. They're too worried about people like while they're driving, sticking their head out the window. Should I look at this?
You know what it is? They're afraid that people are going to think it's the rapture and let go of the wheel. Take me, Jesus. Like,
let Jesus take the wheel.
Yeah. Well, I love Andy
I
Andrews.
need my wheels.
Andy Andrews' thing about rapture is we should grab onto their feet and not let them go. Like hold them down.
Well, those of us who know we're not going.
Yeah. Well, that's I think most of us.
It's all right. I'm probably going to hell because there's only a stairway to heaven. So
Yeah, but there's an elevator. There's an elevator.
There is
Isn't
an
there, though?
elevator.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We need to
Y'all
write
missed the
that.
meetings. You missed the meetings. See, that's the problem. When I have a friend who's a reverend, and so he lets me in on what's going on with that kind of stuff. With
And I have a friend that's a 6 foot tall rabbit. I call him Harvey.
And we all know, hey,
Good guy.
everyone here,
time.
everyone knows here that Jesus respects the Americans with Disabilities Act because he's an American, right?
Well, I mean, he is the one he is the one that created the disability to begin with. So it's only fair that he respects the rules that we set for them.
Now that's his dad. You know,
There was a guy on.
He takes responsibility for it all. You know, he had to take the limelight.
Media Matters. One of these people that are constantly going to Trump rallies and interviewing the people there. And there was a guy who was defending Trump Stormy Daniels thing by saying even Jesus dated a hooker.
That's not true. That's first of all, Mary Magdalene was not a hooker. She was actually quite wealthy. She was like she was like the money bags of the group. She was a funder. She was quite wealthy. She was not a hooker.
Well, let's be fair here. A lot of hookers do get rich. Not street hookers.
Yeah.
But
hey,
there
it was a gig economy.
National Geographic has something behind a paywall that I can't see. It was talking about Mary Magdalene and the mystery of her, and so there's a lot of conjecture. There's no way anybody can know if she was even a real historical person or what. But
I know because I named one of my guitars after her.
You're that old.
So I wonder if when this eclipse comes, if whatever end of the world thing that happens is only going to happen in the path of totality, since we're going to be the only ones that get the full eclipse. Like, does everyone else only get like partial rapture or like partial earthquake?
Only the people whose the shadows touch.
Oh man, I'm right in that
in
path.
The actual
that
shadow.
sucks.
Yeah.
Do we know? Because sometimes we have had, depending on where you are, you don't get the total eclipse.
That's what I'm saying. So part of the world's going to be completely safe.
Yeah. Now, Stephen, I have it on good authority that if you paint your doorpost with WD-40, you'll be okay.
Well, see, that's the thing though. So this end of world event's not even ADA compliant because I can't reach that high.
2020.
Oh, but that's the WD-40 comes in a can. You can spray that.
Right. Okay. No, I guess that makes sense.
That's why the Lord did it that way.
It's probably
the
too
old
much.
days. You had to be like able, but now it's like, hey,
disable.
Right. You can be. Yes.
Yeah.
You can.
Alex Jones is screaming about the solar eclipse. I wonder what he's saying. And
you want me to read his tweets out loud?
Well, I don't know if he's on tweets. It's on There's a Rolling Stone article about Alex Jones ranting about the solar eclipse. I'm just trying to see where the path is, where people are not going to see a total eclipse. And I'm surprised that Bonnie,
Right?
No, Bonnie. Turn around, total eclipse of the heart. I'm surprised that. What's that? Bonnie Tyler. Yeah. I'm surprised that song isn't like playing every 5 seconds now. Oh, we gotta prepare for the big.
But they'd have to change the words to total eclipse of the heartland.
Total eclipse. Immerse yourself in the eclipse experience. Watch live streams of the eclipse. I thought all the power was going to go out. Solar eclipse, April 8th. What is this? Exploration.edu is going to cover it live. So you sit in your house and watch the eclipse on video.
Yeah,
I don't know how bored I'd have to be. You know what? Check on me Monday. If I'm watching this stuff, please come over and shoot me. That's all I'm going to say about that. But I can't find out where the path is, where people are not going to be affected by it, because you would think a lot of these people who are scared about it would be rushing to those areas who are not going to be affected by it, right? Unless you want the rapture. I think my wife is she's anxious for the end of days. I think she really wants it. I think
because she's got all this stuff saved up, but otherwise it goes to waste.
And guess what, people? We're not getting out of it that easy.
That's Mike. You know, you're meant to suffer. Enjoy the suffering. But
enjoy the suffering. Now you sound like my older sister. Shut up! It don't hurt.
And for those of you who are not raptured, we'll be live 9 a.m. Tuesday morning. Coffee with the
That
dog.
should be the
well, that's
the
pre Tuesday morning. You think we'll
Tuesday
be here?
morning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Monday. Oh,
yeah.
That should be the slug line for the show. Enjoy the suffering.
I wonder if we live stream the apocalypse, if we'd get some serious numbers.
Definitely, we just got a tagline for the show. Thank you, Ron. That's definitely. I'm going to have to put that in at least some of the streaming networks. Enjoy
post-rapture update. Enjoy the suffering.
Mostly mine. So apparently Jake is still in Austin and not going to make it, but our second guest is in the green room, patiently waiting to come on. Let me play a commercial. Now it's do we have the schools that because you know what, yesterday we were thinking about this and I asked when the games were, and you guys all set me straight on this. There's 3 games. There's 2 semifinals and then finals, but I was just thinking there's just women, and I'm just, for some reason, nobody's covering the men's side of this. All I'm seeing is the women's side, because the stars in college basketball, the biggest stars or the people that are getting the most attention are 2 females, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking next season in WNBA might actually get some revenue and some viewers on it because of these 2 women. But so there's going to be actually 6 games because there's 2 women semifinals and then 2 male semifinals, right? Are they both the same day? Do you guys even know?
I don't think they're the same day. Matter of fact, usually the women's Final Four is shortly after the men's. Usually.
Yeah, it's like the next day or something, maybe.
So the men's final is Monday night.
Yeah, and also people
after the eclipse, by the way, there might not be a final. We might be left hanging.
Those viewership numbers are going to be awful.
If the world comes to an end, or at least America comes to an end, because the South America, south of the equator, probably isn't going to see the total eclipse at all. I'm guessing.
No, I think they're out of it completely. So yeah, they're not going to have any apocalypse. They're going to be fine.
So you can play the Final Four in Brazil, in Rio de Janeiro or something, and both teams will be fine. I don't know where I'm going with this, but if you bet the house is all I'm saying. We don't even know the teams that are playing. I saw it this morning.
Ron is our sports guy. Ron, let's go to Ron. Let's go to Ron for our update in sports. Ron.
Right. I gotta tell you guys, sports is happening this weekend.
Sports is definitely happening. Now,
thank you, Ron.
I have to say that nobody has taken my bookie up on their $1,000, up to $1,000 bonus deposit thing, which either says our listenership doesn't care about it, or or not gamblers, or we don't have any listeners,
or listening to this show is gambling enough.
Or they're just not into basketball, right? Yeah, no, listening to the show is gambling enough. You're taking a big chance, especially if you're trying to keep up with the nonsense we're talking about while driving. Some of this conversation might make you just want to drive off a bridge or something like that.
I got it. The experts at MyBookie have created the ultimate NCAA March Madness betting guide to help you make the best bets throughout the tournament. Throughout this betting guide, the pros will go in depth on the best teams, players, and bets throughout the entire NCAA March Madness tournament. 2024 March Madness 85th edition of the NCAA Division I Men's Basketball Tournament tips off Tuesday, March 19th to Monday, April 8th, 2024. Go to mybookie.com/minddog and get up to $1,000 welcome bonus.
Dokie, let's do this for now. Let's wait. Why is Ron taking my spot? Ron, don't take my spot. Our guest is here now. Angela Beyer. I hope it's Beyer. It might be Bayer. Beyer. That name can be tricky. It's one of those ones that
I pronounce
go either way. She's a renowned trainer, online coach, and professional health coach, deeply committed to empowering women to unlock their potential through a strong mindset, healthy lifestyle, and physical vitality. Her journey, both personally and professionally, has allowed her to gain a unique perspective and extensive knowledge of the areas of exercise, healthy diet, embracing vitality for long-lasting results. She's here now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Angela Beyer, or Bayer,
Fire.
It's Coffee with the Dog. Bye. Good morning. How are you? Thank you for being
Good
here.
morning. Thank
Uh,
you for having me.
Morning.
are you
morning.
before we get started on the health stuff, are you concerned about this total eclipse? Is it going to affect your life at all?
I just want to say I saw already one in Germany, and it was like a cloud was passing by the sun. That was it. Sorry.
Okay.
That's it.
Wow, you just ruined everybody's apocalyptic dreams with one sentence. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for disappointing the whole world. So the question on the table, first of all, women, it seems like your programs are just for women. Are they just for women, or are they for men too?
No, for men too. Yeah.
Okay, because in the thing that I just read, it was all about women, empowering women to unlock their potential. So the
muscles
women
are
in our
muscles.
audience are a very small percentage. You know what? It depends on the platform. If I look on YouTube analytics, it says we have like 45% women watching, but you know what? But I think on the radio side, it's more like 3%. So not a huge, because we're a heavily dopey guy conversation here, and we talk about some pretty stupid things from time to time. The question on the table this morning was the difference between health and fitness, because you can be like you are, all cut up, and still be ready to die at any moment. Now, I'm not saying you are, but I've known people who look as fit as you but aren't necessarily healthy. How do you discern the difference between health and fitness?
Oh, I love this topic. Yes. My background is competitive bodybuilding. And to be honest with you, when I competed on stage, yes, you look the best. You have like no body fat, you're totally sculptured, you are presenting like the ideal. And to be honest with you, I didn't feel good at that moment. And I think I was far away from health. So there is a huge difference. Yes. Of course, it was competitive sports, so there is another level to it. But fitness and health are, I think, two different things. Yeah.
You mentioned fat. Is there such a good thing as good fat? Because I read all
My wife
sorts of
tells
stuff,
me
and
that all the time. So
every day in the world of human understanding, we get conflicting ideas. This food is bad for you. This food is good for you. This is bad for you. And the next day it's good for you. And you never know. But I'm hearing a lot of stuff about good fat, and we need more good fat. Is there good? Is there good fat?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, of course. And we have to have quite a bit of like fat in our diet to be able to function and that everything works properly. Yes, of course.
How do I know if my fat? Because I got lots of fat. How do I discern? How do I talk to my fat and find out if it's good fat or bad fat? Is there a test I can give it?
A test?
For my
I would
fat.
say if it comes to food, if you cannot pick it, don't eat it. If it's anything, yeah.
You mean like noses? You mean like noses with your friends?
I knew somebody was going to go there. I thought it was going to be me.
You can pick your friends, you can pick your nose, but you can't.
Don't pick your nose. I mean, I have not tried that diet, but
so are you completely plant-based?
No.
Okay.
No. But
pick out your cow then.
What?
You can pick your cow then. You can pick your cow. You can pick your Okay.
I like to pick my favorite item off the Taco Bell menu. That's how I do it.
No, you said if you can't pick it, don't eat it. That made me assume that you were vegan or vegetarian. What did you mean by that?
The more natural, the more organic, the more cleaner the food is, the more beneficial. The more processed, the more how can I say Franken food it is, the more harmful. So very simple, actually. It's a very simple, easy diet. The cleaner, the better. And I think it's not what you eat, it's also the source where it comes from. There's a big difference. Yeah.
Now, even growing your own food, because here, I live in a highly contaminated environment. There is a nuclear power plant less than a half a mile in one direction, and the other side of my property is Tesla's Tesla's laboratory. So I don't trust the food grown in my own garden. I'd rather have, like, where do you stand on GMOs and stuff that is bought, produce bought in like a, chain market or something like that.
Again, I avoid GMOs. I mean, it's genetically modified food. What do we know about that? Like, I would not touch it. I don't want anything medically treated, hormone injected food. I research the sources very consistently and well where I get my food from, and I don't just buy anything. Huge.
Is it not? I'm playing the devil's advocate here because I'm not for GMOs. But I don't know about them. But is it not possible that we can have healthier food from GMO? It would seem science could be used to create more nutritious food and all that stuff, and we don't really know the results. And somebody has to be the guinea pig for the long term to find out those results, right? Or am I?
That's
I know
what
you're
third world
smiling.
countries are for. That's why we
I
ship
just
them
don't want to be the guinea
overseas.
pig.
Yeah, don't want it to be me. I get it. Me neither.
That's why we ship them to third world countries, Matt, so that they can be the guinea pigs. That's
sad.
That's
but
sadly,
true. Sad but true.
Right.
Fortunately.
So Haiti's going to be our next test market.
Yeah. Weightlifting. Let's talk about weight, because you talked about your experience in bodybuilding. You can't tell it now because I'm an old sack of crap. But in my youth, I was a bodybuilder, and I blame weightlifting for a lot of my bad conditions now. Do you see, is weightlifting part of your regimen still?
Daily, yes.
Daily. Nothing. You're not worried about getting to be my age and then some, some adverse effects from it.
No.
No.
The thing is, I think we look at it the wrong way, but weightlifting is creating muscle, and muscle tissue is a very robust and strong fabric, so to speak, and this will keep you going. Now, if you work out for a very long time, not doing the right form or something, harming your joints or harming your back, well, then you get into problems. But doing it the right way, having correct form and training the muscle and having healthy muscle tissue, keeping the metabolism going, keeping the bones strong, keeping everything basically on target, that's the key.
Right.
So it sounds like you're saying that if I do, like, let's say 12-ounce curls with a beer in this hand, I should do 12-ounce curls with the beer in this hand and then get up and walk to the fridge to get the next beer, as opposed to having my wife bring it to me.
He doesn't drink. Don't even pay attention. But this whole thing about upper body, lower body workouts and all. I think, and now you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I think we had lower body day, leg days and upper body days and stuff like that. The most important thing, as far as where I stand now on my understanding of this, is getting your core, your midsection as strong as possible before you even begin to work on any of those stuff. Do you agree with that or disagree with that?
Well, yes and no. Everybody is different. Everybody has a different background, and core strength is important. You have to train every muscle in your body. You can break it up in different muscle groups. You can do total body workouts. It depends. It's where you come in from, what the baseline is, and then we create the workout. Core strength is super important. That's the center what holds it. Yeah, of course.
Right, and that's where I think I went wrong, because I developed a very big upper body without getting my core in shape first, and then tried to get the core in shape once I had this huge, bulked up shoulders, and now I have lower back problems, big time, and experienced it this morning. How old were you when you first started with the bodybuilding, lifting weights?
In my late teens. Yeah,
late teens.
Yeah,
so
I was
5 years. So 5 years then.
Well, there is a question about can you do it too early? I mean, the right age to start. That's
I like teenagers, when they're still growing, they should not lift heavy weights because the bones cannot grow. So it would harm that.
Oh, don't say that, because that's the only reason why we have children is so that they can do labor around the house. So
Yeah, but
would you say
Labor is
that?
not lifting weights.
It can be.
Yeah, it could
can
be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
we don't
good
know how
good
much trash is in the trash can. We don't know how much trash is in the trash bag. The
Uh,
kids are going to
let's-
say, Dad, I can't take the trash out. It's 35 pounds. I shouldn't lift more than 34. No.
No, let them lift.
Now, as you said, everybody is different, right? So, is weightlifting recommended for everybody to be a part of your In Shape program, or are there some people that it's just not?
In general, I would say everybody, it's a non-negotiable. Everybody
Really?
should lift weight. Yes.
But,
Strength.
you can't supplement, because I have a lot of friends who are naturally in shape, especially my surfer friends who don't lift weights at all. They're completely cut up. I mean, they look like in great shape, and the stuff they do every day, but they don't do weights. They do push-ups, they do pull-ups and stuff like that, which don't require any weights. That's not good enough.
Well, that's your own body weight. Depending on how much you weigh, that could be a good workout as well.
Right.
The thing is, the older you get, or starting in your 30s, you're going to lose muscle. 1% per year. That's what happens. So you need to prevent this, because what is this all about? What are we talking about? And that's where the health aspect comes in. You want to live a long, healthy life. We want to expand your health span, not your lifespan. So right now, the average American lives up to 79 years, but their health span goes up to 63 years, meaning you have a 20% gap where, life is not so pretty. And you want to enjoy your sports when you're older. You want to be independent. You want to play with your grandkids. So why are we doing this? Because we want to prevent. We want to stay healthy, and we want to keep going.
That's
are you in Germany? What country are you in? The U.S.? You in Germany? So are those?
No, I'm in the U.S. right now, but I was in Germany.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna ask you if the statistics in Germany were the same as what you just stated for the U.S., but you may not know that now.
Oh, it's in the U.S. I looked up the U.S. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me ask you this. So what about somebody who maybe can't lift weights? Do you have alternate options or recommendations? Because like for myself, for example, I'm in a wheelchair, and I used to be able to lift weights. I did in high school. I did in my 20s, and then rotator cuffs blew out, and I can't really rest them because then I just can't move around. So lifting weights isn't exactly an option. So curious what you might recommend.
This is just so you know, you were invited on this show to give free medical advice. Just so you know.
Yeah. Should I play the disclaimer again?
Well, I think what you laid out is the perfect example of why Americans can't have a civil war, because no one is in shape enough in this country to launch an army.
You're just gonna see a max influx of just people buying drones and just strapping bombs to them is what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. Doesn't look too good. But just being active and actually get going and moving and doing something. And it's the quality of the movement, not necessarily how heavy. We always like to compare numbers. Women like to compare numbers on the scale, how much they weigh. Men like to compare how much they can bench press. It's always the numbers.
If we could take it to the gutter here, men want to compare different numbers altogether, and I'll just leave it at that.
I don't want to lose that battle every time.
When I was an adolescent,
you got the short end of the stick
all the time.
When I was an adolescent, I guess the quintessential role model for a woman bodybuilder was Rachel McLeish.
I remember her.
Okay, and so has that standard, in other words, could she be, with what she did back then and what she was back then, would she be a viable no, before I don't have to finish the sentence. It's like, no, okay.
Well, okay, I competed in natural bodybuilding, so I got drug tested with every competition. There are other associations where there's no drug testing or different forms. So depending where you're starting or in what association you're in, they look different. Yes.
Well, where do you draw the line?
Are you
Sorry,
saying that
what?
Rachel McLeish was dirty? Because that would hurt me. Because I thought she was. I didn't know that she took steroids. That would really hurt.
No,
me.
I
That
didn't
was-
say that.
Oh, good. Okay.
Didn't say that. You're hearing
No.
things again.
No, just asking.
No, you're hearing. You heard that thing, right?
What
Right.
thing?
Oh, that's right. Now, where do you draw the line between supplements and drugs? Because you just used the word drugs. Now, there are supplements that you can take that are, or maybe you'll tell me no, but I'm under the impression that there are supplements that are. My wife takes a protein shake or every day and all that kind of stuff. Where do you draw the line between, what's good and what's not good, and what is a drug, quote unquote drug, and what is just a vitamin or a supplement of some kind?
Right. Well, if you compete, you have actually like lists of what you can and cannot use, or it has to be approved by the association. But usually, like supplements are all like natural supplements which support health.
Right. You're talking about in competitive bodybuilding. I'm just talking in natural for somebody who's looking to improve their health. I mean, where do you draw the line on that?
I mean, the supplement companies what are out there, like again, it's the quality what you put in your body. But I research the companies, and I don't really use a lot of supplements. Basic stuff like multivitamins or so on, fine, but I don't get really deep into it because, like food, it's a supplement, and if you eat clean and good and healthy, you don't need a supplement. Know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. Can you overdo it? Because I mean, I know it becomes for some people an addiction, like it's a compulsion. Like I'm never good enough, and I devote my entire life to just taking care of my body and don't take care of any of the other needs that humans have, spiritual, business, all that kind of stuff. And how do you avoid that? Because it does become, once you get on this, oh, look at me, I'm making progress. And then all of a sudden you put in more time. And then you turn around, you look at it, and I'm putting in 12, 16 hours a day on just getting in shape. That's a hazard.
Yeah. I mean, of course, this is a good question because there's so many issues with that, especially because people compare themselves all the time.
Right.
And I get so many clients who show me actually pictures how they want to look like, and the body is the body, and you can do only so much. You know what I'm saying? I can give you smaller hips. I can, it is what it is, and there is a acceptance or a body awareness you have to understand too. And yeah, that's a big problem nowadays. Huge.
So how many pictures do you get of people who want to look like me? I'm just curious.
We got Tracy Chapman and what's his name? Billy Ocean. We have two people that look like you. We don't need more.
Well, when you talk about numbers, just for yourself, I mean, how much time do you have to spend in the gym a week to keep up your body?
Me?
Well, I work out every day for 45 minutes.
35 minutes?
45.
45.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Man.
That's I would have guessed.
I get tired thinking about it for 10 seconds. Like that's no way.
No, I would have guessed hours and hours every day. 45 minutes.
No.
Wow.
No.
What do you do? What do you do? I mean, what are the typical 45 minutes is not, unless you're working out really fast. Like, I mean, if I would get to the gym and 45 minutes into it, I would probably have done 3 sets of bench press.
Well, my gym is like right in my living room. So it's right there. Super convenient. And oh no, I get going. I'm supersetting. I'm not wasting time. No. Right. I work out and it's intense and it's good and it's yummy and quick.
Do you run?
No.
Do you run, or is there any part of it that is just dedicated to cardiovascular and getting?
Yeah. I row. I love the rowing machine. So
So
I do.
because you look like extreme. It seemed like 45 minutes. You couldn't get arms like that in 45 minutes. I mean, a day. It's very interesting. I mean, um, what kind of are you doing? Like curls and
Yeah.
triceps?
So I break it down. So every day I have a different muscle group, and I work out 7 days a week. My body doesn't know if it's a weekend, so why would I make a difference? I don't. Very easy.
Do you get into a I don't know, I'm trying to find the right word for it, but a feeling of neglect if you miss a day? Have you? Because there's got to be sometimes where you miss a day. There's just business or whatever you're doing, events and stuff that get in the way, and you didn't get a workout in today, and now you're like in a panic mode or feel like empty or like an addicted person.
I don't feel good. I love the gym. I enjoy it, and usually it's non-negotiable. And how can I say? I don't put a lot of emotions in. It's like brushing my teeth. I mean, when was the last time you didn't brush your teeth in the morning?
It's a few days ago. I was so sick, my anemia kicked in.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I felt so awful. I mean, I felt bad about it, especially. Yeah.
But that's my point. Like having a routine and just doing it automatically. That's what you do. And the same with the workout. Do I think about what toothbrush I want to use, what toothpaste I want to? No, I don't. And that's the same thing with the workout. I get up and do my workout. Am I excited about it or not, or having a good day or bad? I don't care. I just do it. Again, it's one thing of my day, what I accomplished.
So first thing in the morning, and is there a best time for working out? Like, some people might prefer afternoons and all that stuff. Is there a good best time for it?
Okay, so if it fits in your lifestyle, you want to just get it in. If it's better for you to work out in the afternoon, do it in the afternoon, because the main thing is the action. Put it in action, not planning about it. Like I have people who have New Year's resolutions, and in February we're still talking about when is the best time to work out and what's the best outfit, and we haven't done a workout yet. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's best in the morning, so I get it in the morning. Don't overanalyze it. Just take the time. Yeah.
I'm gonna now. This might make you uncomfortable. I apologize if it does, but for me, I get intimidated seeing a woman like you. I'm thinking she's gonna beat me up. Is that an issue?
Well, usually no.
Well, first of all, do you want to hit him?
Well, I feel like I deserve
when you
a
see his face. Do you want to hit him?
Yeah,
that's because we do.
I'm a very peaceful person.
But understand you're peaceful. But do you want to hit him? You don't have to. Oh,
you don't have to, but most people do. If we're being honest here, most people do want to hit me eventually. Maybe not yet, but if you get to know me a little better, maybe. But no, I mean in general, male perception of women like you is like intimidated by it. It just doesn't. We like to feel like we're the strong ones, and we'll look at you and like, look, she's stronger than me. Now I feel a little emasculated by that.
I got nothing wrong with being manhandled.
I don't have a problem with that, man. It's you.
It's all you, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ron, back me up, please.
No.
So if
only
you
half of me works, and I'm twice as confident. How does that make sense?
Here now. If you were to arm wrestle any of these three guys up above, you'd win, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because
I feel like I might give her a run for her money, at least in the arm wrestling.
All right. Yeah. No.
Oh, that's true. You do the wheelchair thing.
Steven's strong like bull. He's strong like bull.
That's about That's about where the bull comparison ends. Angela, I have a question for you.
Oh.
And this is you hear it all the time with fitness people, because you're all natural, right? Like everything you do, you're not taking chemicals and everything. Do you think Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is all natural, or do you think he's pumping more chemicals than Michael Jackson in his final days? Because I'm convinced he's not natural. So
The Rock.
The Rock.
Yeah, I know The Rock. He's pretty amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, she's taking the
No
safe
comment.
bet.
Is that a comment? No comment. Is it a comment?
Oh man. See, I hear that a lot too. That's
What about age? Now, people who are my age who've never done anything at all, is it okay at somebody in their 60s to start weightlifting in their 60s? Or because we talk about bone, I don't know if we talked about bones in this, but they do start to get more fragile as we get older. Is it safe for older people to start working out with weights in at that point in life, at my point in life?
Absolutely. The thing is, so again, safety first. I want to see where you're at, and then we create a baseline and we work our way up. I'm not gonna crush a beginner at the first workout.
All right. Houseofshape.com. Now that's where people go. Now, the website is, do you work with people one-on-one, or is it like an online course? Tell us about the services that you offer people.
Okay. One-on-one connection is very important to me, and I have a course and challenges, monthly challenges, but I always do at least weekly check-ins where you can ask me anything, and we can talk about all the things we need to take care of, and we go from there. Yeah, but I do courses as well as one-on-one training. Yeah.
I don't know if you're comfortable about talking about that, but cost and all that kind of stuff. Can you give people an idea of what they're looking at for a personal consultation?
Yeah. So one-on-one training is usually $120, and
let's see.
That's not bad at all.
That's less than those guys spend on coke in a day.
And she means a minute, though. It's $120 a minute. It's no, just
so, and the course is right now $697. Yeah, and that's like all the basics where you can get started. It's a
can you get half off if you can't do leg day?
We
He's always looking for a free handout.
Well, listen, man, I gotta find something somewhere.
Yeah.
Where is it? Is this it? No, that's not it. The Molecule E60. Are you familiar with it? One of our sponsors, not sponsoring today, but has this thing, because you talked about living healthier longer, and they have this product. My Vital C is what it's called. It's a carbon molecule kind of yeah, and they say it will prolong your life, almost double your lifespan. But my problem with it is I don't want to live to 140 if I'm going to live like this version of me 140. If I could go back 30 years and have that version and keep it to 140. Are you familiar with that? And do you have any opinions about the validity of that kind of stuff? And is it possible? I know it's a very convoluted question, but is it possible to live and be like a vital midlife type of person, 30-year-old, 40-year-old person, well into your senior years?
Okay, I have my oldest client is 92.
92.
Yep.
Damn.
And he still plays golf and is pretty fit. Yes. And we work out, 3 times.
My self-esteem has just completely cliff dived during this whole interview.
92. You know, I saw William Shatner on with Bill Maher the other day, and I was blown away by he's in his mid-90s. And he's not, I mean, he's got the big Buddha belly, but vitality wise, and he was just like sharp as a whip. And I was like, man, I'm losing it. I'm 65, and my mental capacity is getting less by the moment, especially with this show. But it's just it's stunning to see. Mental part of this. Are you a person who believes that this fitness program that you teach will definitely keep your mind sharp into the
again, what happens is the quality of the muscle. The muscle communicates with the endocrine system, with the metabolism, with cognitive function, like hormones, everything. So the better the muscle, you want to be, you're gonna like that. You want to be a fillet steak, not a marbled fatty steak. This needs to be a fillet steak. You want to have good quality. The size of it, the more you have, the better, the safer, the more preventative, but you want to have good quality. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. And that will help you. Mm-hmm.
Well, we appreciate you being here. We wish you good luck with this. Now, I hope people will check out houseofshape.com, houseofshape.com. Any final thoughts on this discussion, or we just leave it here?
Well, everybody can start, and don't accept a no. If somebody tells you you cannot do that, not true. I had so many roadblocks in my life, and I overcame them, and I did my thing. And if I can do it, everybody else can do it.
All right. Well, thank you for being here this morning, and good luck with whatever comes your way. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Bye for now.
Bye, Angela.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. You know, that was the least crude we've ever been with a female guest on the program.
Well, it's because she could have killed any of us.
No, yeah, that's what I was going with. That is that I think you guys were well behaved because she could kick your ass.
No,
I honestly feel like
no,
I honestly feel like she probably runs into a lot of weirdos and creeps on the flip side of the people that want to know what she does and how she does it.
The point I'm making is that you see a woman who's in shape like that, and you're going to be on your best behavior because you don't want your friends to see you get beat up by a girl.
No,
I'm in a wheelchair. I'll still come out on top. I'm in a wheelchair. He's gonna look bad either way.
Man, I thought you figured this out. On Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, my wife is in her office right next to mine, and so that's
and she'll beat you up before you even say.
Yes.
My wife is also in earshot.
I think we'd like to see some of that and get it on tape if we could.
No, but if Miss Bayer, is it Bayer or Smith? I didn't get the pronunciation. It's Beyer.
She said Bayer. Yeah.
Okay,
like
I thought it was Smith. But, okay, I thought it was Smith, but that's okay. If Miss Bayer showed up on a Monday or Tuesday, I'd be just as crude on a Monday or Tuesday because my wife isn't here to smack me in the back of the head.
But
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
You started today's show with. I don't have to remind you how you started the show, but that was pretty crude.
The grabber.
That was not crude. That was a health benefit.
That was something. And why am I up here? I should be down here. Damn it!
It was a health benefit. It's not crude. That's like saying a colonoscopy is crude. No, it's a health benefit.
All right. Yeah, I stand corrected. I'm wrong. I'm the bad guy here, and you guys are all the good guys. And nobody had my back on the stuff about being intimidated by women with muscles.
I was the youngest.
We know where you guys stand now. If we go to war,
except for Steve,
I'm going to be on the front lines, and I'm going to turn around and say, "Right, guys," and there'd be nobody there.
No, I will have your back when I
admit defeat to a woman.
You'll have my back with those fucking prongs up my ass.
Yeah, no, when I agree with you, I will go to the mat with you. But when we don't agree, you're on your own, brother.
All right. Angela is an exceptional person, and she can kick your ass. I know she can kick my ass. That's the point I was making.
You can't say that. She said she's peaceful, so why would she?
Look at me. Why wouldn't she? I would kick my ass if I was somebody else. You know what? I don't know if we answered the question about how do you discern the difference between in shape and healthy, though. Because you don't necessarily have to be, fit looking to be healthy, right?
I think she alluded to when she was a bodybuilder as a profession, she really never felt good. She didn't really feel healthy versus
no, she was saying she didn't feel good when she was in competition.
Right. And then
I think you have to overdo it to be in competition. You have to have absolutely no body fat and all that kind of stuff.
Hydrate and all that gross stuff. Yeah.
Even when I was in bodybuilding, I was never to the point where I had so little body fat that it would feel uncomfortable. Like, I can't imagine what that feels like to have.
I was born with 72% body fat, so I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, I was an obese young person, like between 1 and 5. I think there are stories, you know, how people tell stories, and you never know if they're true or not. But according to what people who knew me when I was 1 year old, they said I was a 100-pound 1 year old, 100 pounds,
That was probably mostly mustache.
mostly mustache. There are pictures of me where 2 women had to carry me at one. You know, it wasn't the thing where my mother could carry me. It's
At
100
least
pounds.
your mother tried to carry you. My mother didn't even try to touch me when I was little.
I don't know if she was proud because she did lose me at a racetrack. Remember that story?
Oh yeah, yeah. But that
I
was bad
I was a
betting.
little bit older. I was
That was
3.
before my bookie. That's how she lost you at the racetrack. Way
Right
before
now,
my
you can lose
bookie.
me at my bookie.
Yeah. I don't know if my bookie accepts children as
Oh.
a currency.
Well, it's time to say goodbye to Govs already, man. Time flies when you're saying goodbye to
Goodbye,
Govs.
Govs.
You know, I noticed
Who's
that
there?
yesterday we cut off right in the middle of like Jackie saying something on Gov's network. It's kind of weird because they cut off here, and sometimes it's in the middle of a